Hello and welcome to the deliverable for our storage administration project. Today I will demonstrate how I added and configured new storage for Promised Land, as well as answer some key questions about the process. So going straight to my server, you can see from my instance that it's in a running state, and I also managed to create these very volumes, which I also did attach them successfully to ensure that they are in the running state, they are in use. So if you have not done that, kindly do that before you proceed. All right, so without wasting much time, you can see from my prompt that I'm already in the admin state and we'll be running our code to list all blocked devices, which in our case has to do with the storage devices. Okay, so sorry. All right. Okay, so from the screen, you can see the 1 gig which I created is actually named NVMe 1 in 1. The 10 gig is NVMe 2 in 1. Okay, so we um, I'll use the DFH code. Okay, so I'll use the DFH code command, yes, to prove they are mounted. So you can see that this command actually shows file systems and their sizes. Okay, so basically the the 10 gig was actually mounted on data one with 228 used, making 3% of the total volume, whilst the 1 gig, yes, the 1 gig is also used. It's actually mounted on the OPT backup and has a total volume of 6% used, okay, which is 51 megabyte. All right, so this command shows all mounted file system and their sizes, like I rightly mentioned. All right, so going to task 2, I'll prove that both disks are using the XF file system as required, and I'll use a different version of the previous command, which is mm, okay. All right. So, all right. So, for the second time, I'm listing the command for the block devices. Okay, but in this case, I'm attaching the F. Okay, so the F flag basically is to show the file system information. So let's issue the command. Yeah. Okay. It's responded. So as you can see, we have both. Okay, so we have the NVMe 2 in one, rightly represented, and under the FS type, that is the files type, we have the XFS. Okay, and the same thing happens to the 1 gig, which is the NVMe 1 in 1, with the XFS represented. So as you can see, both the NVMe 2 in 1 and then the NVMe 1 in 1 have XFS listed under the FS type column, which also confirms that both the data 1 and OPT backup file systems are formatted correctly. Okay. All right. So quickly, let's look at the questions. And the first question is, what is the mount point for the DEV NVMe1 in 1? Okay, so I think, okay, so it's right here. So the mount, it's asking for the mount point, which is data 1. I think I made mention of this earlier on, which is data 1. Okay, so as we can see from the TFH output, the mount points for this device is data 1. Okay, that is for the two-in-one, and then the one-in-one is the OPT backup. So the question was asking for the one-in-one, so which is the OPT backup. Okay, so the second question says, what command mounts a partition? So the command is basically a mount, yeah. So you can use it either with the device name or the mount point. So for example, um, we can just type sudo on mount, sorry, sudo on mount /vv slash nv me 2 in 1. Okay, and this is basically going to mount the 10 gigabyte storage that we have. Okay, so we can also use the sudo on mount /data1, which will also do the same thing, but we are not going to do that now. All right, so I'll just take it off. Finally, so what command allows you to change a partition label? So basically for the XFS file system we used, the command is xfs admin. You would use the /L flag followed by the new label and the device name. Okay, so we can do something like this: sudo xfs /admin /1, and then we can do this new new label. All right, /dv / NVMe 2 in 1. All right. So basically, um, this this should work. Okay. All right. So that's all for the demonstration. I've successfully proven that both disks are mounted, that their file system are of type XFS, and I've answered all the project questions. Thank you for watching.